Hi guys, it's JDog here at SeekaHost, and today's tutorial is going to be how to upload a custom jar. You're going to be able to do this if you want to upload your own mod pack that isn't listed in our server list already, or any other custom jar that you want to add. And for this example, we're just going to be downloading FTP Mage Quest onto our server as a custom jar. So let's get started first, and I'm going to be starting on a default world like you would do if you started a brand new server, and this will work the same way if you haven't, so just follow along either way. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to be stopping the server. So of course, if we want to change any files or anything like that, we want to make sure that nothing corrupts, so we stop everything first. Once we stop the server, we're going to come over to Files, we're going to go to FTP File Access and log in. Then I'm going to go ahead and select all, and then go to delete all of my old server files because we don't need them anymore. Just a side note here, if you are running either a Bedrock server or you have a lot of files, or maybe perhaps you already have a Modpack installed, I would suggest doing this with an FTP client like FileZilla. FileZilla doesn't matter how big files are or how many files you have, you can simply connect to it, highlight all the files, then press delete. The only problem is with Multicraft is that it does time out if the files are too large. So if the files are large, it's not doing it, or it's timing out, simply download FileZilla. We have a very easy tutorial you can follow along just to manage all your server files on here, and I'll leave a link in the description. Either way, that worked. We've deleted all of our server files now, so what we're going to do is we're going to come down to change the server jar. So I'm going to go down to where it says default next to the server jar, and we're going to scroll down until we see custom jar. Once you see custom jar, simply select custom jar, press save underneath, and then we have one more very important next step which we need to do, and this is for anything. If you're going to be downloading a custom jar or mod packs, you need to change in your advanced category the look for in jars. Again, if you go under the server jar, click on show advanced settings, and then you're going to look for the look for in jars section. We're going to change this from a daemon jar directory, which is pretty much for every other server, such as Bucket, Paper, Vanilla, and we're going to change it to server-based directory, which is for mod packs and custom jars. So let's select that and let's go to save. Now your server is completely ready to get this uploaded. So what we're going to do next is we're just going to open up Forge, and I'm going to use the Forge launcher because it's just much easier. It's a very quick and easy download, and you can check out all the mod packs that they have listed online too. Up on the search bar, I'm going to search for FTB, and as you can see, I've got the FTP Mage Quest. Again, another side note, this is actually updated now on the FTB launcher rather than the CurseForge. However, I'm just going to be showing this because it's easy. So the best way to actually download a server is by downloading the server pack. As you can see here, we can either install it and press play using the orange button, or we can download the server pack. So let's just go and download the server pack, and of course this will have the correct version. All of that will be in the server pack. So I'm just going to go ahead and download. As you can see, that's now downloading, and just to show you how you can do that manually as well, if you head over to CurseForge, go to Minecraft, I'm going to search up for FTB Mage Quest, I'm going to open it up, and then if you scroll down, you're going to see that it also has the server pack here, and just make sure that it's for the correct version still, and just download it that way. Now what we want to do is just head over to our downloads folder right here, so I'm going to open that up, and you're going to see that we have the zipped folder of FTB Mage Quest, or of course whatever mod pack you're downloading. So let's just go ahead, right click, I'm going to go and cut this, I'm just going to come back over to my desktop, and I'm going to make a new folder within my desktop. So to do that, go to new folder, and you can call this whatever you want. I'm just going to call this FTB Mage Quest, so I remember which one it is. So with a new folder created, let's open that up and let's paste the zipped document into here. So when that's in the folder, just come over and we're going to be looking to extract it. So I'm just going to use 7-zip and go extract here. So it's going to extract all the files into this folder. Of course, use whatever extraction method you have, just as long as you have them all in one nice folder just for you to be able to access. As you can see there, I just deleted the zip file because we don't need the zip file anymore. Now, a very important part of this is actually getting this ready. So the FTP start bat, you're going to need to double click that. As you can see, some things are happening on the page, and that's automatically done. Sometimes you have to do the server start bat. By that I mean you have to double click it and it will also do something. As you can see there, it didn't because the FTB install bat worked for that. That's all installed. It's accepted the EULA, so we have our little text document there, and this is now almost ready to be uploaded. Last thing that you need to do is just come back over to the top jar, the one that will be called FTB server. In my case, however, in your case, it will be called whatever mod pack you are .jar. If you can't see the .jar at the end, go over to view and just click file extensions, just so it shows you the file extensions also. We don't want to be deleting or changing the name of the actual Minecraft server jar here. We want to be changing the Modpack one. So we're just going to right hand click on that and we're going to go to rename. Now change the name to custom and just make sure that the ending is .jar. This is why you need to check that you have your file extensions. If you don't have them showing, it will only show custom. If I click that here, you're going to see it doesn't show the extension, so you're not sure what file it is. So let's just go and click that. As we can see now, we have custom.jar. Now Modpack is completely ready to upload to the server, and this time I will be using FileZilla because there's quite a few files and we don't want to be doing them one by one with a file access, or it will just take some time. So let's just go ahead and log into FileZilla with our server. I've already got mine on Quick Connect. However, if you're not sure and you haven't checked out the tutorial yet on how to connect here, go to Files, go to FTP file access. That will then give you the information that you need to type in here, your host, your username, password and port, and then that will connect your server. Once you've connected, use the little drop down menu here and you can quick connect back to it. As you can see, we deleted all of the files earlier, so we have nothing in the right hand section because our server is currently completely empty. It's ready for something to be uploaded. So on the left hand side where you have all of your computer documents, I'm going to come over to desktop and I'm going to find the folder that I just created, which is FTP Mage Quest. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight all of the files and folders in here and I'm going to drag them to the right hand side onto my server. Now again, I just got to specify that changing the custom.jar is very important. If you don't do that, it will not be read properly. Another thing was changing it to server based directory. If you keep it on daemon jar, it won't work for your mod pack. That's looking for stuff like paper jars, vanilla jars, craft to bucket. So just make sure to change them two things. Now this will take about 5 minutes or so. Again, this depends on how many mods you have, how big the mod pack is. So it could take anywhere between 1 minute and I suppose 10 minutes for a really large mod pack. So we'll see you again in a sec. Perfect. So with that all done, transfer is finished. We have all of the folders and files that we need onto our server to use this custom jar. Now all that we need to do is just go ahead to start our server. If you head on over to the console part, you're going to see that this has now started in loading the mod pack successfully, so you can see every part of the mod pack. Of course, it will have some server warnings or threads. That's completely normal. Pretty much all mod packs have them. There's always going to be some code in there that just isn't completely working. So don't worry too much about that. But as you can see, we're now getting FTP Mage Quest loaded up successfully onto our server using a custom jar. With a tick displayed, that means our mod pack is now good and ready to go. So to join on with it, just use your launcher. If you use the FTB launcher, use that. If you use the CurseForge launcher, use that. So you just have to make sure that your mods are matching to your mod pack that you uploaded. So thanks for watching, guys. For any more videos like this, don't forget to check out our other tutorials on Minecraft or our blog on SeekaHost.co. We have loads of useful information there and tutorials. And of course, make sure to check out some of our server packages. We have got some of the cheapest packages going at the moment, meaning that you can get online whether you want a small one for just you and a few friends or a really large server for you and up to 100+ people. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time on the next video. Bye bye.